Hello, citizens of America. This is a public service announcement by Anonymous. The vast majority of people today are under mass manipulation, brainwashed into a consumer society at the hands of the American government and big corporations, whose only goal is to control how you think, act, and live your life. The most effective way to protect yourself from subconscious manipulation is by being aware of how it works. What the conscious mind believes, the subconscious acts on. It works like programming a computer. Information is fed into a computer and the computer acts on it. However, if the information fed into the computer is wrong, it still acts on it. If a person believes something that is not true, the memory banks in the subconscious mind do not correct the error, but act on it. Watching TV often produces an altered state of consciousness. Though not consciously perceived, the television screen, while it appears static, actually flickers. This is known as frames per second. Any repeating light or sound pattern can lead you into an altered state. A hypnotist uses patterned speech by varying the pacing and inflection of his voice to induce the state of mind control in his subject. It is in this state of mind control where one is the most receptive to mental programming. Whether or not the information is held in the mind depends on two factors: trust in the source of the information, and the repetition of the message. Trust in the source of the information induces acceptance of the message as true, even if it is not understood. Repetition of the message embeds itself in the subconscious, so that acceptance of its truth and accuracy becomes a conditioned response. Thus, this information will be accepted as true, without thinking about it whenever it is presented again. The flicker rate on the television is very important, as it is timed to so many cycles per second, and it actually just meets with the brain's alpha wave patterns. Our brain sees it through our eyes, as we get programmed through an altered state. Look at children as they watch television. Look at their reaction to a program they know and remember. Most are watching with their mouths open and staring blindly at the screen, as if they were hypnotized and receiving subliminal messages. The flicker rate was not chosen by accident. In fact, it was chosen on purpose to be hypnotic and was chosen to be used as a tool for propaganda, through the guise of entertainment. The audience sees what it sees. When it comes to our children, each age group is subject to its own form of mass manipulation and mind control. By the age of just 2 years old, a child can identify with certain brands, which are repeated in shows and commercials over and over again. This is a form of mind control. Children will grow up pre-programmed to identify with top-name brands, and associate their life with worthlessness, unless they obtain these products to become happy. This form of mind control was first observed back in the 1960s, under government CIA mind control projects such as MKUltra and MKNaomi. The U.S. government is now demanding that all televisions are made to receive high-definition signals from all media broadcasters in North America. This will allow for faster frame rates to be achieved, and for more detailed messages to be absorbed by the subconscious. Cases of attention deficit disorder in children are on the rise since the introduction of high-definition TVs into American homes. New forms of this engineered disease are known as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Our minds are constantly being bombarded with signals to keep us distracted from the realization that we are being fed mind-altering pharmaceuticals, along with subliminal messages to keep us under control. Our minds are being altered by the very system which intends to enslave us. We don't fucking like this, and neither should you. It's time to wake the fuck up, and snap out of the hypnotic trance our government has put us in. Corporations spend over $12 billion a year on marketing and research to enslave us into a world of mass consumption and obedience. The mass media uses mind control techniques by repeating the same story over and over again to change your point of view. They often use crisis actors multiple times over different news networks to give an illusion of seriousness to their agenda. In between the lies and manipulation of the mass media, commercials fill the rest of the hour with product placement ads. Ads, which manipulate the viewer into wanting the products shown on TV, or introduce you to a new pharmaceutical drug that has just come on the market. These commercial ads brainwash you into believing you need their product to enhance your life, or be like a certain celebrity. Photos of ordinary people are often placed beside photoshopped images of models to convince you, if you use their product, you will have a life of fame and fortune and be just like them. Nothing could be further from the truth. These type of ads play on our vulnerabilities and make us feel like our lives are meaningless without their products. Keeping people mesmerized in front of the television is the government's way of keeping people dumb and distracted. This also keeps you going along with the system. They are trying to keep us stuck in an endless circle of consumerism and obedience. The mass media and big corporations want to keep us distracted from the real issues facing our lives today. It's time to wake up. It's time to awaken from the trends and take back our lives for the better. Governments believe that we the people cannot think for ourselves. They think we cannot function as a society without their knowledge and guidance. They make decisions for us and we just go along with it. We go along with it because we trust what TV tells us to be true. This has to stop. We have to put a fucking end to their game. We have to rise up and demand that we will no longer be manipulated into buying what they are selling. We need to say, "Fuck you McDonald's, I'm not loving it," and, "No Nike, I won't just do it." We need to start thinking for ourselves, and start thinking more critically towards what we see on TV. We need to start sending a message to the cable and satellite providers that we don't need their services. We need to unplug from the system. We need to send a clear message to the ones who think they can control us. To the mass media and networks. To the public relation departments of the top corporations of America and beyond. Go fuck yourselves. We know who you are, and you will be hearing from Anonymous shortly. Anonymous will take from you what you have taken from all of us. We know you're just doing your jobs. So are we. So let this serve as a warning to those who won't change. A warning to all of you who think it's your job to manipulate, deceive, and brainwash the American people for profit. You cannot hide. The internet is our house and you're just an unwelcome guest in it. Anonymous will take action against you, whenever and however we see fit. You will not see it coming. Just know this. Game over. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.